Hey, dude. Hey. Hey, man, what's up?
Not much.
You look like you're having
chilling.
fun.
Yeah, just jamming.
What are you
I just got
listening?
my new iPhone, so.
You got the new one?
Yeah, oh, it's not the new one. It's mine.
It's your new one.
Yeah, you used to have one that looked like it'd been shot or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I've seen a few of those.
Mm-hmm. With like weapons.
Yes.
Cracked glass.
Yeah. You know, you can put clear tape over that.
Really?
Like clear shipping tape, so you don't.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Not you. Let's just say you break the screen on that one. Put a little clear tape over it, and you're good to go.
Yeah,
Hey.
I wouldn't put it past me to break this one. I have a habit of breaking.
Be careful. Do you have like 5 minutes to just have a conversation about God?
Sure.
Okay, cool. My name's Anthony.
Nice to meet you, Anthony.
What is your name, sir? Carlos.
Yeah,
Okay.
or Charles, Charlie, anything.
Oh, all right.
They all work.
What are you taking here?
Right now, sociology and college algebra. I'm a political science major.
Okay.
Yeah, Tuesday, Thursdays I have those classes, and then government, psych, and anthropology on Monday, Wednesday.
You're a busy guy.
Yeah, very busy.
Dang.
It's taxing.
It sounds like it. Do you have time for a God in your life? Do you believe in a God?
I actually I go to Chi Alpha, the church here on campus. Yeah, mostly on Thursdays at about 8:30. Usually I go over there. I'm part of a Bible study.
You're a Christian then?
Yes.
How strong are you on the belief? If let's say 0% was I don't believe and 100% was I absolutely believe, where would you put yourself on that, Carlos?
At a solid 75. I had 75% I believe. 25. The 25% is just, I don't know, inhibitions, things that are preventing me from fully embracing it.
I appreciate your honesty.
Yeah. I'm
seriously, because it's probably not easy to say, especially if you're a part of a group like that.
I feel like honesty is necessary. Too many people lie about their faith, or they try and pretend that they believe in something they don't. They put on a facade. But no, I'm about 75% sure that I believe.
Were you ever at the 100?
Once upon a time I was.
And what brought you down to where you are now?
I think my parents' divorce. I think definitely. You lose a bit of your faith in a higher power when your life is just kind of ripped apart. And so that's what happened, at least in my case. I saw the divorce was pretty nasty. My sister, I have 3 little sisters. It was tough for them, and I had to be the big older brother, the strong one. So that definitely, I think, affected it.
Do you think if they had stayed married and you didn't have to go through that traumatic event and your sisters, going through that traumatic event and you seeing that, do you think that you still would have been at the 100% mark
I think
today?
so, because we used to go to church as a family, and then it became I go to church with dad sometimes, go with my mom sometimes, and just all your beliefs get mixed up, especially because of the different churches. My mom's a Roman Catholic.
Were you getting different messages?
Yeah.
Conflicting messages were causing
very
it.
conflicting messages. The Christian faith is a lot more open and receptive, and then the Catholic faith is kind of more staunch and traditional, and they're no nonsense.
Yeah.
And so that's what my mom got custody, and I had to deal with that part, the Roman Catholic part, and I guess that's what lowered my faith a little bit.
I find it fascinating that this upheaval in your life with regards to your parents' marriage resulted in you sliding down on the scale.
Yeah. I don't know, I guess, that's the correlation between my faith falling down. It all has to do with my parents separating. It was really just I had a crisis of conscience, just a crisis of faith in general. I lost faith in a lot of things, including my relationship with God. I think father figures in general, and God is, our father.
Yeah.
I just kind of felt slighted, like, why are you doing this to me? Why are you tearing apart my life? I felt like I was blaming my dad, and in essence, I was also blaming that dad, the almighty dad.
Why did you level off at the 75% and not just continue drifting down?
I guess just internal faith, like fire in the belly that I refuse to let go of. There are a couple. There's the mental.
What do you mean by that exactly?
I'm a very passionate person, I'd like to say, and so anything that I once liked or I once believed in, I'd hate to just abandon ship altogether. There's something inside me that refuses to ever just give up altogether, and so I mean, it slid down a little bit. I have my doubts, but I never let it reach the point where I was going to have like an absolute destruction of my faith. I still wanted to make sure that if it's what I once believed, then might as well stay true to myself and keep believing. And that's basically how
does your rigor in just wanting to maintain the belief make the belief true?
I'm not sure. I feel like I want to maintain it so bad that I make it true to myself that I'm a strong believer. So yeah, I guess trying to keep up with my faith, it does.
You're making the belief true?
I'm not sure how much of it is me and how much of it is I do just believe it, and it's a combination of the two, I'd say, of the fact that I really just do 75% heartedly believe, have a strong belief, and then the other half, I guess, is that I want to believe so bad that I do believe that it is so.
What does it say to the truth of the belief if it's just, a large part of it is just wanting to believe in it?
It slights it a little bit, yeah. It makes it seem less true and more of a yearning on my part.
Sorry. They're ruining my interview right now.
More of a... I know, right?
That just kills me.
But,
so...
you do have a point there. The yearning for something to be true, it doesn't necessarily make it completely true. It's more of a me wanting to believe it to be true. You're right.
Carlos, but why are you why is that a we just hit our timer.
It's fine. We'll continue.
Is that a honest position to hold?
No, it's not. It really is not. It's a position. It's almost a fake position, a facade. I'm almost as bad as the people that I say are putting on fronts. If I say I do believe in God, and then at the end of the day it's only 75%, I'm sliding myself and I'm sliding God. So I am in the wrong there, definitely. It's I don't know, a lot of soul searching deep down, but I still do try my best for the most part to make sure that my faith is assured. But you're definitely right that it's making it look bad if I'm forcing myself to believe. It's kind of diminishing my faith and the honesty of it.
You mentioned faith several times.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a definition of it? How are you using it? How are you using that word?
Faith in the connotation that what I believe in, the moral, the ethics that I hold close to my heart, and the values that the Bible has taught me, and the things that I like to retain. My faith. I guess that's how I'd use it. The things that I believe, ultimately what I believe in.
What would have to happen in your life to get you to move from the 75% mark down to the 50% mark?
It wouldn't have to be anything spectacular. I think it would just take a little more dedication on my part, because I haven't really, with all the classes and stuff, I've been trying to balance out my time, and I miss Bible study sometimes, I miss church, and I could get more dedicated to...
No, maybe misunderstood.
Oh.
I want to know what it would take to get you to move further down on the scale.
Oh, to move further down.
Mm-hmm. What would have to happen in your life?
Further down, I'm not sure. Maybe the death of a family member. I know that always strikes up a crisis of conscience, crisis of faith.
Let's say not to have any bad vibe here, but let's say as you're walking away, you get a phone call that a very close family member just passed away.
Ooh.
Would that cause you to move down on the scale?
It probably would, just a little bit.
Really?
I think humans, we all suffer from the woe is me, like why are you doing this to me, why me?
Yeah.
We all suffer from that, and I think I would also be one of the people who would definitely blame God, because I feel like it's not fair. That's what everybody does right away. They jump to conclusions and everything's his fault. Let's
say you were walking away and you get a phone call and somebody says that they just discovered that you inherited $1 million. Would you move up from the scale? On the scale from that point?
As terrible as it sounds, I think I might. I think my first words really would be thank God, and I think that's very telling. I would feel like I moved up on the scale. It's self.
You see what's happening here is that it sounds like whether the outcome was good or bad or good, you're interpreting that as this God working in your life.
Yeah, definitely. That is.
It seems like you've almost set up a scenario where, regardless of the outcome, you're going to view it as this God helping you or working in your life.
Yeah.
In what way does that make the belief in the God true?
I'm not sure, because it almost diminishes like the free will aspect of life if you're putting so much faith in the hands of God. But ultimately, I'm not sure. I guess that's all I'd have to say. Is it really is eliminating the free will aspect of my life. So if I am always saying that, well, it's God, leave everything up to God, whether the outcome is good or bad, it's in His hands, it kind of diminishes the role that I play in my own life.
Does it diminish the likelihood that there's even a God in the life working?
It does. It could, just a little bit. Yeah, I think it could.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
Have a great day.
You too.
Take care.
I didn't get your name.
Anthony.
Anthony.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
All right. Bye-bye. I'm going to stand over here so I get that music behind me.
Okay.
All right. So what I'm doing is trying to talk to people that believe in a God. I want to understand how they concluded that their belief is correct. And typically what I find is that the method that people use to get to the God belief is not extremely reliable.
Yeah.
Right? I believe it because I was born in it, or I believe it because...
I noticed that when you were talking to me, I kind of realized all the errors of my way, or just, I don't know, like the little quirks in my faith and how it's all very unconventional and unorthodox when I really think about it. Yeah,
oh, really?
It put things in perspective a lot. Like, yeah, my entire bus ride home, I was just thinking about, like, I had a crisis of faith. I was like, what do I believe in? Do I believe in myself more than anything? And I like to project a higher power just as a coping mechanism, or do I really believe in a higher power? And I don't know. It was like, it's been in my brain ever since then.
Interesting.
But we're about to run late to class, so thanks for talking.
I'll catch you later, man. We can talk some more.
Yeah.
All right.
Good.
Thank you.
See you, man.
Bye-bye.
It's been a pleasure.
Same here. Awesome.